Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashish Narang. I am Regional Director of Revenue, Middle East Africa for Kempinski Hotels. Thank you for the opportunity. Today, I'd like to share a small snippet of my journey about continuous learning and adaptation. Now, let's face it, we've all had moments in our life where life has demanded more from us, where life has asked more from us, and they've been daunting on us. Now, these moments are stressful, they're pressurizing, and of course, at that point, the choice really remains if you're standing up to it, can you, or will you not make the choice to do that? Now, let me share two pivotal moments in my journey where I've had to answer those questions. Very early on in my career, as a young and ambitious revenue manager, I had an opportunity to join a pre-opening project in a completely new geography and a highly, highly competitive environment. I was excited about it. It was great. Everything was working out fine. We had a great team. And the months were rolling up. We were putting in the graph. We were checking off things, the critical path, and eventually the date to open was nearing. A month out, something happened. We hit a roadblock. Overnight, we did not have a commercial team anymore. We had no sales. We had no marketing. We barely had anyone in reservations and distribution. A classic definition of chaos. And it's at that point I thought to myself, not really my problem. This is someone else to deal with. But something within me sparked at that time. It was a sense of responsibility. It's a sense of taking ownership. And it's the sheer belief that I had in that project and the passion that I was putting into it that made me realize that, no, this is where I need to step up. This is where I need to take responsibility, and this is where I'll rise to the challenge. 3 days down, I'm meeting clients. I'm doing sales calls. I'm doing site inspections. I'm working out with marketing. I'm doing the PR plans while still doing pricing strategies, what I'm meant to do. So it was exciting. And step by step, day by day, we're getting close to the hotel opening. And one fine day, about a month down the line, the hotel opens. And it's a great, great win for us. And this was a defining moment for me in my journey, where it really goes back and tells me that it's just not about stepping up and knowing everything. It's about taking action. It's about taking responsibility. Let me share another example with you. A few years later, I decided to move. I decided to move continents. And I moved and I migrated to Canada. Beautiful country, amazing place, great geography. But guess what? Everything was not really working out. It was a very different existence for me, especially having lived most of my life over here in the Middle East. Now, I moved over there without a job. It was tough. It was tough. But I was excited. I was willing to try. I was willing to start fresh. And it's at that point when I started applying for different roles where I thought my experience really matched. Rejection, after rejection, after rejection. It was frustrating. The common denominator amongst all those rejections was something very bizarre. It was called Canadian experience. Anyone heard of Canadian experience over here? Yeah? Okay, you have. Great. So, a very alien concept to me, but what it actually meant was for you to be unofficially vetted by another employer for your credibility, for your adaptability, and for establishing trust. Once someone sees you that you've worked for about 6 months with another employer, irrespective of your background, the skills and the knowledge and the experience you really get, that is where you start establishing trust. So this is what happened. It doesn't matter if you worked at McDonald's or Tim Hortons or you were bagging groceries at a supermarket like I did for a while, but it was really challenging, getting through those first 6 months. Soon I started working as a contractor in a completely different industry, pharmaceuticals. Who would have imagined? Doing something completely different in accounting. God forbid. But yeah, that is something that really gave me the confidence that I'm moving in the right direction. I'm doing something, and this is not going to go waste. This is going to mean something to me. This is going to bring some value to me. I was still focused on what I had to do. Hospitality has always been my passion, and I wanted to get back to it. So I utilized my time. I upskilled myself. I did all kinds of certifications that were possible. I attended industry meetups, industry seminars, HSMAI Vancouver, British Columbia chapter. And I networked relentlessly. A year down the line is when I got my first break back into hospitality. And again, that really goes back for revalidation to me that yes, if you are focused, you can achieve anything. This was again revalidation of the fact that continuous learning and adaptation doesn't really go waste. So moving on from here, when I put these two moments in together, what does it really mean? I think it means a great deal to me in my journey as it really stands. Over a period of time, I also realized that it really instilled a deep sense of purpose. It instilled a deep sense of purpose and an inner resolve in me, where I was willing to take control of situations, where I was not willing to let go and remain laser focused. And I think that has really helped me so far. Now, talking about us in hospitality, I think we face challenges every day. We've been used to challenges, and especially in commercial, market shifts, competition, forecasts, budgets, etc., etc. I think there's always a lot on our plate. And needless to say, what have we been learning over the past 2 days? AI, we got to brace ourselves for the disruption that is coming our way. And it's during these moments when we need to step back and realize what is important for us and what is the choice that we're going to make. And we're going to ask ourselves this question: are we capable of it? And the answer that you're going to find over there is going to be positively surprising for us. So with that said, thank you very much. This was a few snippets I wanted to share about my journey.